Zobek, please behave yourself.
Wait, epilepsy warning?
Yeah.
Baba Yaga sent our hero to the Titan's graveyard, and I have sent her soul to the underworld. She will trouble us no more. Now my friend enters the land of the dead, and his final battle is coming. I must find my own path and try to meet with him at some point. For now he is on his own. The land requires sacrifice. Sacrifice I hope that he can make, because without it he will not get very far. I must have faith in him now. The seed was sown long ago, and it flowers beautifully. He has come this far down the path. I must believe that he will go all the way.
Welcome to the land of the purple pentagons. This level's pretty cool. There's a lot of platforming and a lot of combat as well. It's one of the more open-ended levels, I feel.
It's very good looking.
Yeah, this purple aesthetic is only for this intro section, but the rest of it is still pretty cool.
So I feel like we're getting to the back nine here, and their aesthetic is shifting to something of large scale, unique wonderment instead of the expected environments in a Castlevania game.
Yeah, we are getting to the crazy fucked up portion of the art design. So yes, this is the Titan Graveyard. So if you remember many episodes ago, back when we killed the last of the Titans, these are the sort of the massive servants that the Agartans created, and this is where all the Titans are, or their remains at least. Also, we don't need to take the grapple down there. Those coffins look suspicious. I don't think any Titans can fit in there, though. Just a suspicion.
I suspect at least one of them is going to have an item in it, so you better break them all.
Yeah, I even though this level is very brown, I still really like it. Yeah, this scroll is just explaining pretty much what I said. This is the battle where the Titans fought. Remember that large battle that Claudia explained in that massive plot dump when we first met her.
That massive plot dump right before the big tittied summon and the massive gut dump.
Yeah. Also, these are the creeping corpses, new enemy type. They're not that threatening now, but they will be later. And they are one of the rare enemy types that are introduced this late in the game that can be killed in one hit through the grabs. Haven't used that in a while.
That's still one of my favorite attacks. Just flashy them to death.
I just love how these finishers are getting more and more ridiculous and more modern, I think, in their fighting style. Oh, got another scroll over here. This guy's pretty bleak.
Gosh, I hope that's not foreshadowing.
What do you think it could be foreshadowing, though? It's already pretty well established at this point that shadow magic is bad for the brain.
This is your brain on shadow magic.
Make sure to take at least one tablet of light magic daily to counteract the effects. So because there's so much of the poisonous fog around here, it can be relatively easy to get lost. Like, it took me a while to practice this level, and even then, that wasn't always a huge help. But I do like that you get to platform on top of the Titan corpses. So this is why the creeping corpses can be dangerous. Because these orange coffins, the creeping corpses could go inside, and then they become creeping coffins. Now, it is a bit cheap because you cannot destroy the orange coffins before a creeping corpse jumps into it. But you can destroy the corpses before they enter the coffins. So there is a bit of a preemptive measure you can take.
So then you just have an orange coffin hanging out for the rest of the eternity.
Yes. Also, they use sort of their front tendrils for their melee attacks, and the timing for those things is something I can never understand. I was able to parry them like once or twice, but I've never really gotten the timing of it. Yoink.
Oh, you have to rip it out of the coffin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So here's a really dickish pickup. You do not want to insert the fragment of the Titan rune yet. Instead, no, don't do that. Instead, you want to run alongside the Titan's arm here. Because there's a life magic gem, which becomes completely inaccessible as soon as you insert the Titan rune fragment. Anyway, so this is an area that I certainly got stuck on a few times. Like, even when I was practicing this area. Just because there's a lot of double jumping between platforms. And, like, you really have to stretch out your double jumps to make sure they're... to make sure you get, like, every inch out of it. It's pretty ridiculous. And because of the way that the physics work for the double jumping, you can't really control the momentum of your second jump.
Here's what I can't figure out is how the Brotherhood got here.
Yeah, that's something that's actually been coming up in the thread a lot. Is I don't actually know. I think it's just a contrivance for the sake of gameplay. I can only think of one possible reason for that, and it's actually a massive spoiler, so I won't bring it up. I'll bring it up once we get to the very end of the game. Yeah, you cannot destroy those orange coffins. But it's... Yeah, it is kind of annoying, but you can at least take some preemptive measures in order to make sure that corpses don't jump in. For example... there was one example where earlier in that fight, before I fast-forwarded it, there was a corpse that was having a... I think its pathfinding glitched out. It was having a difficult time actually getting into the coffin. I was able to kill it early because of that. Alright, so the poisonous fog and double jumping actually gives you some invincibility frames, and you can really cut your jumps very close. For example, right here. Now that's what I call a pro gamer moment.
Just had to dip your toes in it.
Yep. Anyway, Shadow Magic Gym over here. And usually whenever coffins show up, it's a bad sign, so get rid of those. I always think, but God of War 2 has made me, preemptively think that I'm able to climb on those types of walls.
You think maybe that's why they put him in there to troll you?
Possibly. I don't know.
Is actually kind of beautiful in a weird way.
Yeah, I really like how the Titans are animated in this section, and I almost fell into the bog there. That was gonna get a little close. I think that's a light magic gem. Yes, I was right. Yeah, holy water does not work very well on the corpses. See there, I'm calling that luck, because I do not like the timing animation on the blocks against corpses and coffins.
Okay, I gotta address this. We have seen some monsters in this game that have varied from downright terrifying to hilarious. The coffins, when they're animated, look like something out of a Goosebumps book.
Maybe it's because I consider them a genuine threat when I'm playing against them, but I did find them, I don't know, if not scary, then at least unnerving. But yeah, looking back at the footage when they're not a genuine threat to my gameplay, yeah, they do look kind of silly.
I mean, silly, but really, really terrifying. Like there's something very, very genuine in the design of that.
Yeah, like usually when you thought of something out of a Goosebumps book, I was thinking of like Slappy the ventriloquist dummy, or that one book where a girl gets control of bees and throws bees at the bullies that have been tormenting her, things like that. That voice was hard to do.
Oh my god, he's so close to dabbing. I'm disappointed that's not where the arms went.
This was years before Fortnite.
No. Dabbing is eternal.
Anyway, so I just decided I had enough here. This is a totally optional fight, but I'm gonna show you an alternate take in a little bit, where I decided to avoid this fight entirely, and something interesting happened. So in this practice take, I decided to just avoid fighting them entirely. So I went up here. And then as I go up here, I start seeing damage numbers at the bottom of the screen.
What?
Yeah, apparently there's friendly fire in this game. I never knew that. The skeleton warrior was killing the corpses. Good job.
Huh.
Thanks, buddy. Anyway, back to the regular take. So, coming up is probably my single favorite boss fight in the entire game. I am so excited. This is gonna be cool. You ready?
Okay. Lay it on me.
Powerful necromancers have used this once sacred ground to build an army of the dead. Conquering nearby lands, legions of zombies have devoured the living and given rise to this desolation. No man has traveled here without meeting death. Gabriel now faces his toughest challenge. He now bangs his fists on the very doors of hell on earth, and the Lord who commands here is listening, waiting for him, smiling.
It appears that our paths cross once more.
But one path must end here.
I grow tired of your riddles. Speak clearly for once.
Nothing is ever completely clear, warrior. You are shrouded in darkness. You act as though blind to the truth. Let me enlighten you. Let's see how powerful you are without your magic.
Do we really have to do this, Pan? I mean, I guess you're kind of forcing me to fight, but... Really? Okay. So, the fight against Pan, or as he is now called, the Silver Warrior, is probably my favorite boss fight in the entire game. And I was really worried about it. I wanted to do it justice, so hopefully I have. I really like this fight. It is a combination of like a rival fight and a mentor fight all rolled in one. And it's a gimmick fight as well, because you start out as not having any magic. You got to win it back from him during this first phase. You really need to rely on your parries.
Oh, damn.
Take your precious light power back.
Oh, I guess the Holy Cross doesn't work on him.
You can...
So Pan is actually teaching us a critical mechanic that is going to come up later, which is that enemies that use magic need to be countered with the other type of magic or with neutral attacks. So if we use light magic against an enemy that is also using light magic, it will do less damage.
Aha!
Gabriel.
I will literally force you to kill me. I give you no other choice. I gotta get off on that thing.
Oh, Pan.
Why didn't you call me when you fought Frankenstein? I could have been there today for Frau Blucher. This is just, I just love this fight so much. It is.
They really went crazy on the character design for this, too.
And also just the flow of the fight as well. It is just such a pitch perfect implementation of all the good combat mechanics.
You will need also shadow magic to win. Take it.
All right, so now we have both of our magic capabilities left.
Light and shadow counter each other.
Yeah, so Pan is trying to teach us for some future fight or other about the countering magic. Okay, Pan, what is it you know that we don't? Have you been reading ahead in the script again?
I feel like this level is pivotal to the story somehow.
Yeah, what gave you that idea?
I mean, Pan talking a good game and a lot of the Brotherhood scrolls that are really just there for exposition.
Also, that attack sometimes happens. It's unblockable, you have to dodge that.
Why? Why did you make me fight you?
Because this is how it must be. We must all make sacrifices in order to find redemption.
No, I did not want this. I did not ask for this.
Blood must be spilt for this path to be opened to you. I accept my fate. Can you accept yours?
I am not worthy. I am not of pure heart.
Well, we killed Pan, but, I mean, he did kind of force us to kill him, so does that count? No, I'm not going to add that to the kill count.
Well, thank God for Zobek. He's our only friend.
Yeah, Zobek would never betray us or threaten to stab us. Ever.
or stab somebody who just helped us.
Yeah, he would never do that. Certainly, if she was not a little old lady who made us really small and put her in her music box and forced us to collect 6 cylinders for a blue rose, never do that.
No, never.